Hello everyone, this tutorial video will show you on how to set up Paler 220. Here's the outline for this video. And we can set up Paler 220 by parameter setting or config file. First, we will talk about recording mode, which are event mode and continuous mode. In the event mode, there are trigger settings and record settings. There are three types of trigger algorithms under trigger setting, which are PD, PGA, STA/LTA, and two additional recording settings, which are PGA and intensity. The recording will only start when both conditions are met. Reach the target recording setting and trigger setting. For instance, it needs to meet one of the trigger setting conditions, PD, PGA, or STA, and one of the record settings, PGA or intensity, in order to be recorded. Now, we can move on to Paler 220's setup. After Paler 220 has been turned on, press and hold the function button for 1 second, and the IP address will be displayed. If you have any questions about using Paler 220, please refer to the Paler 220 unboxing video. Follow the steps below to log in to the web interface. First, please enter the IP address of Paler 220 in a browser. Here's a friendly reminder. We recommend you to use the Chrome browser for this part. Before logging into the web interface, you can choose your preferred language down here. For first-time user, please change the password. Let's start with settings from the side menu. Our config parameter setting follows the Mini-C documentation. Here are the buttons and their functions. You can modify your parameter from here or config file, which includes all of the setting parameters. Now, let's move on to parameter settings. Here's a friendly reminder. Please remove the # before the parameters of which you want to enable. Here's the continuous mode setting. Server IP is the setting server IP which is acceptable for 3 sets as maximum. Sampling rate is sampling rate setting. SPS channel 0 is for first access sampling rate setting format. SPS channel 1 is for second access sampling rate setting format. SPS channel 2 is for third axis sampling rate setting format. We present 3 axis sampling rates by 200 on this video. You can switch parameters for each axis by this format if required. Auto offset is the offset setting. Our default is yes. There are 2 modes can be selected. Yes, enable this function. No, disable this function. Mount mode is the installation method. We support eastward, which is the ground or wall. Next is event mode setting, and we'll introduce the trigger mode. PD trig enable, P wave displacement. If you want to use this function, enter yes after enable. PD watch threshold, PD threshold of watch level, unit by gal. PD warning threshold, PD threshold of warning level, unit by gal. Next, here are 2 record threshold settings, PGA and intensity. The recording will start when reach the target setting. Record PGA, threshold of event recorded data for PGA. The default is 25 gal, minimum is 0.1 gal. Record intensity, threshold of recorded data. In fact, the contents of the parameter for these 2 settings are the same. The only difference is, parameter setting option is able to edit configuration via web interface instantly. Config file is another way to set up Paler 220. If you would like to learn more about config option, please contact us directly. The next function is network setting. You can turn on DHCP and the system will automatically get all the parameters when Paler 220 connects to a network. DHCP can be turned off as well. If so, all the IP parameters will need to be entered by yourself. Please click Update and Network Restart to reboot the system after a change has been made. Next step, please click DNS setting. You can set your DNS server IP by preference. After making the change, please click Update to save and the change will be updated immediately. Now, let's move on to NTP setting. We set debian.pool.ntp.org as default. You can also enter the NTP server as you want. Here are the buttons and their functions. In addition, if you want to record some information about this device, please click Station Info. After making the changes, please click Update to save. The next function in the site menu is Run Log. A log file records event data that occur in an operating system. If there are some problems with the device, please download runlog.txt and send it to us. The last function in the site menu is SOH information. SOH stands for Status of Health Information. It contains information such as sensor status, CPU temperature, external voltage, internal voltage, RTC battery, and the status of NTP and GNSS. This information is also available in Modbus register mapping. You will update every second. User will be able to utilize this function to check the device's status of health and to download it remotely. Here we have completed the setting introduction. Let's move on to see Record and Report display options. ISO stands for International Organization for Standardization. PALR 220 complies with Standard of Human Beings for Safety and Health regulations of the whole body vibration. The ISO report function is coming soon. Stay tuned and we'll update you when it's available. Next, we'll talk about waveform and recording. In this page, you can observe and record the vibration data online. Choose a time interval before you start recording. Then you can read a recorded report in Waveform Report and download the data file in Record from the site menu. And that would be it. We have completed the web interface introduction. We hope this video is helpful to you. If you're interested in this product, please visit www.sanlian.com. For more information, please feel free to contact us at any time. Sanlian Technology, be the frontier of environmental monitoring.